Welcome to the next installment of our bucket wheel excavator build. We're going to start with step 15, so we'll just get the parts on the table, starting with these two leg sections. And then we want the two side panels and the standoffs, four of them. Finally, a roller. You can use the roller to set the legs the right distance apart, or you can just go ahead and do each individual side. And the first thing you want to do is fit the standoffs, which are going to hold the side panels in the correct position on the top of the leg sections, and just glue them in place. And repeat the process for the other side. And once the glue is set, you can attach the side panels. And this is simply done by locating the holes over the pins, making sure that it faces outwards, and then just glue it into place with some extra thin. And again, do this for both sides. And with the roller in place, it will look like that. And it will eventually fit onto this lattice work here. And now let's get on with the actual arm itself. And we'll start with the base section, the top and the two sides. One of the base sections needs to have two pieces trimmed off, here and here. And there's notches that show where to cut. We have the swivel base and the spacer, and also the lattice work for the rear, the conveyor tray in two pieces, and there's also two locating brackets, a couple of standing arms that hold a roller, and some U-shaped brackets that go onto the conveyor tray. And the first thing you want to do is put the actual frame together to make sure you've got it correctly orientated. And we'll start with the lattice work at the rear, and that goes in the bottom groove and it's fixed in place with a bit of extra thin. Just hold it in place until the glue takes. Make sure it's lined up. Then we want to take the longer base piece, and that wants to go in the second groove up, which is the groove that runs the entire length of the side panel. Again, secure it in place with extra thin and hold it until the glue sets. Making sure that the panel is correctly located in the groove. Then take the upper portion, and that goes in the second groove down at the top. And again, the groove runs the entire length of the side panel. And secure it in place with extra thin. Once the glue is taken, we can lay it onto the second side, line up the panels in the appropriate recesses, and glue it into place. Once you're happy with the fit, you can go ahead and put the spacer bracket on. And you'll notice the two inner pieces have pegs. This is to keep the swivel base by using the two brackets. We will glue this into place first. Unlike the other sections, the conveyor belt in this one is slung underneath rather than through the arm section itself. So we're not going to fit that just yet, or the U-shaped clamps, just so it's easier when it comes to painting. Now that's all set, we can take the swivel base and the brackets and just fit them together. Simply put the brackets in the slots and glue from underneath. The next part can be quite tricky. You need to get the brackets on the pegs on the spacer bar at the rear of the arm. And it might require some force, but just persevere and you'll get it connected. And with brackets in place, we do the glue if they've moved at all. And then it's on to the final stage of this part of the build. And that's putting these roller arms on the underneath of the arm itself. And on the underneath, there's several notches to accommodate the conveyor belt holder. Also, there's specific holes to locate these roller arms in, and they're the outermost four of the holes that you'll see underneath. So once you've located the correct holes. You can place the roller arms in. Here with a bit of extra thin. And with the second one in place, you can add the roller. And that's this part of the build complete. Now we can put it aside for priming and painting. And the conveyor holder and brackets can go to one side as well. So this is where we're going to leave today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.